The President speaking now. We'll take a listen.
한미 동맹이 이 대통령과 또 한국 국민들에게 의미하는 바를
sentiment you expressed is shared by the American people, especially by our veterans and service members who've served here and have great affection for South Korea and its people. It is wonderful to be back in Seoul. We are here for the G20, and I want to thank President Lee and the people of the Republic of Korea for their hospitality, and I want to congratulate you on becoming the first non-G8 country to host a G20 summit. This is another example of what President Lee calls global Korea, a Korea that plays an increasingly active and leading role in the world. It is a role that the United States firmly supports and wants to encourage. Now, anytime we meet, it's an opportunity to reaffirm the unbreakable alliance between our two countries. This, however, is a special occasion. It's the United States Veterans Day. We celebrate veterans on this day, and this year, as President Lee noted, is also the 60th anniversary of the start of the Korean War. So I just had a wonderful opportunity at Yongsan, not only to pay tribute to our American troops serving here, but to pay tribute to our veterans of the Korean War, Americans and Koreans. Their service through 6 decades is a powerful reminder that security, democracy, and prosperity reinforce each other. As President Lee has said, security has allowed this country to become a great democracy and one of the economic miracles of our time. In turn, prosperity that is broadly shared within countries and in regions makes us safer and more secure. Advancing our shared prosperity and security was the focus of our meetings today. As President Lee just noted, we discussed the need to keep moving forward towards a U.S.-Korea free trade agreement, which would create jobs and prosperity in both our countries. We believe that such an agreement, if done right, can be a win-win for our people. It could be a win for the United States because it would increase the export of American goods by some $10 billion and billions more in services, supporting more than 70,000 jobs back home. It could be a win for South Korea with more access to the American economy, which would support jobs, raise living standards, and offer more choices for Korean consumers. And it could be a win for the overall economic partnership between our two countries by bringing us closer together, allowing us to benefit from each other's innovations, and ensuring strong protections for workers' rights and the environment. So we have asked our teams to work tirelessly in the coming days and weeks to get this completed, and we are confident that we will do so. And President Lee, in fact, asked his team to come to Washington in the near future to continue these discussions. So I appreciate all the efforts that he's making on this issue. And to advance our shared security, President Lee and I also discussed our ongoing efforts to strengthen and modernize our alliance, including our joint vision for meeting 21st century challenges. And although I said it at Yongsan, we can never say it enough, the United States will never waver in our commitment to the security of the Republic of Korea. I reaffirmed our conviction that in the aftermath of the sinking of the Chonan, North Korea must address South Korea's concerns and end its belligerent behavior. Likewise, North Korea needs to fulfill its obligations to eliminate its nuclear weapons program. Only by meeting its responsibilities and not threatening others will North Korea find real security and respect. And I want to reiterate that along with our South Korean and international partners, the United States is prepared to provide economic assistance to North Korea and help it integrate into the international community, provided that North Korea meets its obligations. Finally, since this is global Korea, we discussed the whole range of issues before us. Heading into the G20, we discussed the need to create an approach where all of our economies, developed and emerging, can help achieve global growth that is balanced and sustained. We discussed common security challenges, including Afghanistan and Iran, and I told President Lee that we're very much looking forward to South Korea hosting the next nuclear security summit in 2 years, which is yet another example of South Korean leadership, and another step toward our goal of securing all vulnerable materials around the world. So again, I want to thank my good friend, President Lee, for his hospitality and leadership, and as we mark the 60th anniversary of the war that turned us into strong allies, I want to salute President Lee and the people of South Korea for the extraordinary progress that you've made. A strong and prosperous democracy that's an example to others in this region and around the world.
Thank you.
Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you so much.
예, 그럼 지금부터 기자 여러분들의 질문을 받겠습니다. 먼저